Hi YouTube, c'est moi. Bonjour. um, so I wanted to really make like a vlog today with my camera, but I can't find it again. So last time I said I thought I lost it. I actually ended up having it. So I'm hoping by going ahead and like doing this on my computer, I will find it after. So I also need to clean my room today. But yeah, the reason I wanted to do some videos today is yesterday I was cleaning up a lot. Like, I got a lot done. The only thing is I find that when I get in that mindset of getting things done, sometimes I feel trapped in my emotions and I ignore them, and at the end of the day I'm like, oh, I'm feeling like trapped, or I'm feeling like a ton of pressure, and I just ignored it all day long. So I think it's important for me to make sure that I don't ignore that aspect of who I am and not just like solely focus on getting things done. And the other thing is like, like I feel like in terms of spirituality, I'm also learning to follow my heart, and like just because I think I hear something from God, it doesn't mean like it's set in stone or that it means I shouldn't follow my heart, because I tend to take things to the T and it gets me in trouble because I really believe that God is in our hearts, and everything like He tells us is constantly evolving and changing, just like we are. So anyway, I was just thinking about that because yesterday as well, I felt like God had said to me the other day that He wants to melt my heart with love. It's kind of hard sharing, but anyway, I will anyways. And so it's such a beautiful thing. It really made me cry, and at the moment I think I needed to hear that. I still think it's something that I need to hear from time to time, because it just kind of, for me, speaks to the kind of love that God has. Like, it's that intimate, it's that beautiful, that intense. It's like heart-melting kind of love. And it also spoke to all the things in my life that I wanted to change about myself, and I felt like that was the answer. Like, God was saying, like, look, you don't need to specifically target all these things that you want to change about yourself. A lot of them is just in your heart, and I'll just help you by loving on you, and that will soften your heart, and you'll be able to I'm gonna cry, to change those things. And so that was really good. But I think I also associated that with an intensity, like, because that's pretty intense kind of love, and I'm not always ready to experience that intensity. And I don't think that's what God had in mind, was that I have to be constantly experiencing this intense love, because then I get into this trap that is all or nothing kind of thinking, where I find I'm avoiding God all day because I'm like, I avoid Him because I just think to myself, oh, like, it's all or nothing, like it's that intense, and I'm not ready for that intensity. And another thing I've been finding is that when I'm sort of making myself feel that intense kind of love, and it's not coming from my heart necessarily, or I don't feel ready to experience it, it's like it's forced and it's not really helpful. I find that then I rebel. I kind of like go the opposite side. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I think the bottom line is that I can't put pressure on myself, and just like, yeah, even something good, if it feels forced and it feels like pressure, it's not gonna work. And I remember when I first left that church, the church that I was in Kentucky, it was really harmful, and I had a lot of healing to do. And I remember God saying to me, like, you're coming to me out of obligation, like you're forcing yourself to. And the image was like there was like chains, like I was chaining myself to God and like kept coming to Him, and He's like, I want you to be free. He said, I remember that image, and He said to me, I want you to not worry about coming to me and just live your life and trust that I am with you. And it really helped me because I learned to slowly come to God when it was on my heart. And I think that I need to keep doing that. I think that just because God said that to me, I want to melt your heart with love, it doesn't mean I need to be super intense and trying to feel His love every moment, and I just tend to take things really to the extreme, and I think that's why the videos are really helpful for me, because otherwise I'm keeping all this in my head, and that can be dangerous because I don't allow myself to think. It's kind of weird. Anyway, enough of that complaining. So yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna not forget that God said that to me, but I'm gonna realize it doesn't undo the other things He said to me about not coming in out of obligation, and that I should really follow my heart. So yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to do that, but it is a struggle for me, and I need to accept that it's a struggle. And it doesn't mean that God spoke to me wrong just because I interpret things a certain way. And I have to trust that that will change with time, and not to be so hard on myself or so frustrated. So anyway, today I'm going to go ahead and just clean my bathroom. I have to put a whole bunch of stuff away, and I would show you guys and bring you along, but again, I can't find my camera. But I'm just going to trust that I will find it. So I'm going to go clean up, and then I'll be back. Hey guys! So I just did a whole bunch of cleanup. Basically put all my laundry away. I also went for a run. I just thought, why not run? And anyway, I think I'll get into that right now, later, another time, because right now it's not really causing me trouble. I'm just happy I went for a good run. So, and I've just been cleaning pretty much for a little while, and putting timers on. It makes it a bit more fun. But I wanted to take a break and just first of all, acknowledge that the cleaning, it's never ending what you could do. I mean, obviously there is an end to it, but at the same time, I feel like I'll clean one thing, and then I'll see another thing that needs to be done, and then another thing. And I think it's important to limit yourself, and then you don't get overwhelmed. And also trusting that I will be able to do this another day as well. You know, I think sometimes I get in this all or nothing mindset, and then I'm not able to do it other days. But I have to tell myself, if I pace myself and I'm good to myself, I will want to do it another day. So just trusting that there will be other days, and if I just go crazy with pressure, it's not so much what I do as much as my mindset, I think. So I think I can do a lot and not feel pressured, but if I put pressure on myself, then obviously I won't want to do it in the near future, clean up. So anyway, I was also feeling kind of guilty as I was cleaning up, and I was thinking about it, and that's another reason I wanted to just do a quick video update. I think I feel bad because, well, it kind of started with my parents, and I was talking to them, and they're like, what did you do this weekend? And I said, cooked or cleaned, and it's like I feel guilty for not doing more stuff with friends, and but I realize that, again, whenever that thought comes, I just want to put it aside, because I feel like this is an important step for me. Right now, it's cleaning. I think that the friends will come when I'm ready. And right now, I'm just I never want to hang out with friends because I feel guilty for not hanging out with people. So, to be honest, I feel it's a lot more empowering for me right now, just cleaning, because it has been a big mess, and I find that overwhelming. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's hard to say, actually. It's kind of embarrassing. I honestly feel like there's something wrong with me if I don't spend time with friends on a weekend, to the point where sometimes I would dread the weekend. Oh no, another weekend where I'll have nothing, I won't be able to say I did anything important, hanging out with friends. And I'm working on those thoughts, because I really don't think it's true. I think that every step of the journey is important, and whether that is hanging out with friends, or maybe I'm just taking my dog for a walk and talking with people, and And actually, that's another thing I think I feel bad about is my dog. He kind of attacked another dog again, and but I think that I'm learning what I need to do and what his limits are. So I'm going to do my best to avoid that and just control the situation more. As I'm talking, he's just being really cute. And it is hard because, you know, it's like, I just feel bad. I feel like I'm a failure or something. But I think that it takes time, and I just need to realize that the important thing is to try and stay within my dog's limits and not push too hard, and then I won't be disappointed and he will be fine. The other thing is I can put on, teach him to get used to a muzzle so that I'm not afraid either when he's around dogs. So it's really not the end of the world. It's just like a behavior that when he's growling and aggressive, I feel like horrible. And I know that it just means I have to manage it better, not let him loose when he's around like new dogs, or maybe not let him loose at all. I'm just going to take it like one day at a time, but I definitely have to tell myself, you know what, I am trying my best, and it will get better. And I also pray to God that he helps me. I believe he will. And some of that might just be wisdom and knowing how to deal with it. So, anyway, if you're watching this, pray that it gets better. And yeah, I think that was bothering me a bit too. So anyway, the next thing I'm gonna do, I think, is I just want to like relax for a minute and just like pray. I feel after sharing that, like I just want to like give it to God, and then I'm gonna try and put together my bed, like put sheets on it and clean it up, and then yeah, I'll just take it like 15 minutes at a time, or however that looks like, and just not put pressure on myself. So. Hey guys, so anyway, just checking in. I felt like I wanted to complete my vlog for the day. So anyway, it ended up going well. After I did that last vlog, it really helped me focus on just like, yeah, just, I really didn't feel like too much task oriented or feel like I was just like a robot, like making myself do all these things. I think taking that moment to reflect and just remind myself what is important and what I don't want to get caught up with, I think that helped a lot. So anyway, I had a really good day. We walked over to the store and got ice cream, me and my boyfriend. It was really fun. And yeah, I just found out my grandma passed away. But I don't know, I just feel like I know she's in a better place, and at the same time, like, yeah, I just have a lot of peace about it, and I know she's probably happier now than because she had, like, yeah, she was really limited in what she could do and had a lot of pain, so I'm just, yeah, so otherwise, yeah, I'm doing well, and just, I don't know, look forward to doing more vlogs, and yeah, I feel like it might seem really cold that I just talked about my grandma and that was it, and like I passed over to another subject. I guess like I really believe she's in a better place, to the point like I've heard a lot about heaven, and I just really believe she's just having a ball and enjoying it and loving it, and I'm really happy for her. And I am sad. I think part of me as well, like it takes me a while for, sorry about that, it takes me a while for things to sink in sometimes, so that's also part of it. And I'm also like gonna be going to bed soon, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna meditate on this with time, and also just pray that she's having fun, and ask her to pray for me. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. The day was really good, and I feel like the vlog has just helped me so much today, like compared to yesterday. I did a lot today, but I still didn't feel like overwhelmed by it or like it was too much. So I'm having some sleepy time tea. Oops. I'll show you my tea. And I'm gonna get ready for bed. And also wanted to share another cool thing. Something God shared with me was He said that basically, like, I really don't need to worry about money. And I know where my fear of money comes, not having enough comes from. Because I never had it before. I was just in a really bad place. I had left university. I didn't have my own money. And I felt like I had nowhere to go when I left that cultish group in the US. I came back to Canada and, like, I was home for a while. My parents it was not going well with them. And then I went where my sister was living, and then I felt like they were really intrusive, asking me things, and I just felt embarrassed. I didn't know how to react to people, and then I was spending money to, like, I slept in a hotel room, and then, like, anyway, it was just a big mess. My dad was like, why'd you spend money on this? Why'd you spend money? And it was his money, and so it was just a really, really hard place to be in. And I think that's one of the reasons I worry about money a lot, is because I really don't want to be in that place again. And it's kind of subconscious because I don't always realize that's why I'm so, like, uptight about money. So anyway, God kind of reminded me of that, why, and just said to me, you're gonna be okay, like, I'm gonna take care of you. And also, like, He said that my boyfriend too, like, I can trust him as well to take care of me. And, like, he is a really hard worker. He's getting his PhD. He wants to go to medical school after. And, like, I did talk to him about this, like, what God had shared with me, and he pointed out that it doesn't mean he's going to make a lot of money. That's not necessarily what God meant. It's just that we're going to be okay. God's going to take care of him and of me. And also that, like, I know my boyfriend's a hard worker, and I know if worst case scenario I can work, and I know I can always depend on my boyfriend. Like, he's just a hard worker, and I'll never be in that position I was in again. It was really scary time. And God just said, you're going to be okay. And He said, I gave you your boyfriend. That was one of the reasons. And I really do feel like he will be a good provider. And he's just a really steady guy and really trustworthy. So anyway, that is my last thought for the night. And I might try uploading this as I get ready for bed. Alright. Thank you. Good night.